I think what's important is like when you go through these kind of moments in time, and everyone does in your life and in your career, allowing yourself time to figure it out and being okay with that uncertainty is important. And then when the time aligns, like when it happens really fast. So it definitely resonates with me. I think you were much quicker than me. It took me a little bit longer, but yeah, I thought I'd share that.
Yeah. So let's talk about the physiology of how this happens. Okay. So what we call nervous system capacity is your nervous system's limit of uncertainty, pressure, demand, responsibility before you lose key functions like clarity, self-trust, emotional regulation, and things like that. Now, so that capacity is variable, it's trainable, and most people have never been taught to train it. So they see it as a fixed capacity. And when it's a fixed capacity, then the techniques that you use in order to get the most out of whatever capacity you have is cold plunging, sleeping well, stopping drinking alcohol, which are all amazing things. And it's not to discredit them. It's just that they have a ceiling in their benefits. Now, what happens is that when you have a low capacity and you start taking on demand, you lose key functions like clarity, or it shows up inconsistently. You can have a vision for your business one day, but then for a year, you don't have another one, right? You can regulate your emotions when things are easy, but then when something happens and there's more pressure, then you might feel anxiety. You might feel imposter syndrome when you're doing something, that has more responsibility or demand. And so what we're doing is we're rewriting subconscious programs that then expand the capacity of our nervous system. And when we expand the capacity of our nervous system, we access these key functions more reliably, even under pressure. And so when conditions are calm or stable, boom, you have massive capabilities. There's no inconsistency. You access them all the time. And so that's been a major unlock for me, because it would be like never lifting weights and then expecting to go and deadlift 400 pounds, right? So an entrepreneur that never focuses on the capacity of their nervous system and then tries to build a $100 million business and have a family with 2 children and contribute to their community and their team and their clients, it's like you're trying to deadlift 400 pounds and you've never been in a gym before. And so when we look at it that way, it's like this is to continue to take on more and maintain all these key functions that it's not the ability to regulate your nervous system that is a misconception. It's building more capacity within your nervous system, which is an entirely different methodology.
As you were talking, I was getting this visual image, right, of this triangle that I've always thought about, right, where your life and your time spent can be in 3 different directions. So at the top, it's say work. Well, actually, let's make top family, because that's more reality. So top is family. You got left-hand side, you got work. On the right-hand side, you got social, right? So social connection. I always thought those 3 things, I can only spend my time focused on 2 of them with how busy I am right now. So I don't really socialize. I don't spend much time socializing. I spend most of my time working and with family, and I do both quite well, I would say. I try to separate them, and I'm constantly working on that. But I kind of want a more balanced approach, right, where I want a little bit more social interactions and invest a bit more time into it. I don't know if there's a 4th to this, but I feel like what you're saying is this, like, yeah, you need to focus on your own, in your words, frequency, and you need to invest in it. I am fascinated with output and quality output. Like, how can I get the best out of myself and understand my gaps and understand where I'm strong? And so, yeah, everything you're sharing with me resonates for sure.